Hey guys, how's everyone doing? Well, welcome back with another video with Greasy. Today we have actually someone sent in the challenge. Of course, it was Greasy. He instantly took up the challenge and moved in. So I believe this is it is on medium funds. You can see from the quality of the troops, they're limited. Terran swordsmen, Iberian swordsmen, Libyan hoplites, lots of Galatian swords, Celtic warrior spam. And so we're gonna have an assault on the settlement. We have Galatia, Arveni, and Carthage. What was the challenge? Oh well, the challenge was medium funds, medium city, win the battle in 20 minutes or under. These guys seem to have done it in 15, or so they told me. And they were playing against randoms again, but still quite a challenge because sieging a settlement takes a long time to do so properly. Let's just get started. Well, we'll get started while you're here. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Almost 450, and then after that it's a straight push to 500, and once we're at 500 we do get to be partnered with CA. And so yeah, thanks for that, thanks for the support. Like, just a little extra push and we'll get there. And for anyone who's still not done it, but there's still 3 days left for the giveaway on Warhammer. I haven't been promoting it that much, that's my fault. Mostly it's there. Click the link, join my Discord, join Totalwarbro's Discord, and just have fun. Okay, we're gonna keep going straight in with this. Well, they're going an all-out assault as you would expect. An interesting find for me is that they actually chose this settlement to go on. The defenders seem to have gotten themselves some traps. That was not part of the rules, but you cannot always control what defenders do. Oh, these Galatian swords are getting absolutely ripped from those siege towers, and they're gonna lose a lot of troops on the wall for cause of that. Cretan archers up here coming up, and they're probably gonna try and kill these Gallic warriors and murder them over there. These guys both lost so many units just to those siege towers. I can see why it did go well for them. And we'll see. I mean, why would you place those guys like that? There are ways and means you can maximize your traps if you're using traps, even though you're not meant to. I believe the capture point is this or this. I'm not sure. I think this is the capture of the victory point. Doesn't say because we're not defending, but we'll soon enough see a horde of infantry is charging in. They did not get any artillery, which again, I mean, I understand why they wouldn't. Oh, 25 men gunned down so fast. Yeah, these siege towers are absolute beasts of war. The wall is collapsing over here, and these Galatian swordsmen are trying to put up a nice kill box, but they're gonna get hit from two sides at the same time, and that's not gonna be pretty. Celtic warriors, Celtic warriors are similar strength to Galatian swordsmen. Galatian swordsmen are slightly better in general, but of course then Celtic warriors are cheaper. Lots of more Galatian swords are coming in. Archer fire into these troops, and they're being pushed back really quickly over there. Egypt is still holding, gonna try to hold this corner, which is very smart, but I wouldn't fall back too much here. I would try to create a kill box like this and protect this arrow tower, as that will give you a nice place to fight. I'm not sure what Sparta is doing up here on the wall. It's lost almost a quarter of that unit, and the battle is underway. Again, it's a very fast battle, so it's going to be very interesting. The walls are being brought down over in this side as well, so they're probably going to try and break into there, which is smart from Carthage. Libyan hoplites are very cheap. Nice Gallic warriors, lots of cheap units. Maybe if I get a lot more people beating the challenge, we'll try and do it with low funds. That definitely will be interesting. Or maybe put large funds for the defense while medium funds for the attack, or figure something out. But yeah, I'm also trying to come up with game modes for land battles, which would be interesting. We've recently started doing a random rolling on the multiplayer battles, and these Galatian swords charging in, not throwing in their pila. That is I'm not sure why they did that, because they could have thrown their pila into their enemy, done a lot of damage. More troops getting in here. Yeah, there's a lot of traps everywhere. Celtic warriors getting in some action there, as well as these Gallic warriors, and everyone's just setting into position. These fireballs, axe warriors over there. So everyone went for super cheap troops. The position that Egypt is in is something I really like, but these guys need to be firing into the flanks of these troops, as they will melt anything that goes that way. These archers are slightly out of position as they're getting peppered down by the Syrian archers, and the Syrian archers have the high ground, so they will win that. Again, that is not pretty. The fighting that's going on here is insane. Celtic warriors is charging in, Galatian swords. The line is just hitting. That unit is broken. Now these guys should stay here and keep doing damage on this flank, breaking the center perhaps, or even down there. So these Galatian swords are getting melted. Both sides, heavy losses, very heavy losses. These Gallic warriors are doing something. I'm not sure what they're doing. I think they're destroying traps. Axe warriors over there getting a little bit peppered down. More troops coming in. Sparta has pikemen over there and hoplites. So yeah, another rule is 1-1-4. So 1 artillery, and the defenses are allowed to bring an artillery as well. 1 artillery, 1 pike, 4 missiles, which is the Colosseum tournament rules, which are amazing. This Egyptian infantry getting really good side charge over there. Again, an archer unit here could do so much damage shooting into the flanks with this. It would have broken this entire flank. Our Venice charge would have been useless with these bowmen. And I think they're getting into position, but it's slightly too late now. Mercenary Gallic hunters shooting in at troops, and Cretan archers just melting every opposition in place. Maybe if you guys I would like you guys to let me know what would you think of actually reducing it to 3 archers instead, because it does seem a little bit too easy for the attackers right now. But then again, the defense should be able to hold a little bit better. I'm not sure what Sparta is doing. Sparta should have been the front line, whereas the the Galatian swords would have been the support faction, supporting the front line. Over here, the line has been completely broken. Celtic warriors are just streaming through, and there's not much hope. There's some Taurus swordsmen, more Celtic skirmishers down here, so it seems they're trying to just fall back and retreat over there. Cretan archers are firing in. These Libyan hoplites are absorbing a lot of those shots. They do have 55 armor, so missiles are not going to be the greatest thing against them. Gallic hunters charging into this wall of axe warriors, and then flanking charge from more Gallic warriors over there, supported by Galatian swords. Archer fire is breaking what remains of Egypt on this flank, and it's just now a question of the Celtic warriors cleaning up the rest. Livery Freeman charging in. No cavalry from the defense. Again, a unit of shock cav with these funds just does so much. Because keep in mind, all of these are medium light infantry. There's very few heavy infantry. So a strong cav charge over here would break 2 or 3 units, 4 units even. And Levy Freeman would be the counter to that, of course. Limited counter, but a counter nonetheless. Yeah, the defense over here is not doing well. I mean, they're not getting the kills they need to get, and that is terrifying for the defense. I would actually like to be defending on this game mode. Sorry about that, and see if it's possible. I don't know why. I think I'm getting a bit tired. I've been studying all morning, and my brain is a little bit melty. I did ask Reddit for help, though, so hopefully Reddit will answer, like Rohan did to Gondor troops. Been doing mind maps for my dissertation, and doing some basic research. Now tomorrow, or later today actually, I'll do more research, but this was my study break. Alright, so we're getting to, as I was saying, Noble Horse over here just going to absolutely wreck. And if Noble Horse does get, this is an absolute massacre. Archers on this hill will completely ruin all that's down here. Lots of Gallic hunters being moved in. The Syrian archers getting so many kills on those archers over there. Yeah, a lot of kills. Galatian nobles coming in. The tower over there has been captured. Routing units over there. What is this? I missed this. Citizen cavalry seems to have sallied out and tried to come and snipe the general bodyguard for Carthage. But Libyan infantry and Gallic warriors should be able to deal with this citizen cav, because citizen cav is not the best of cavalry. Honestly, a good defensive faction would be Athens in this case, because they would have just more than Sparta. Sparta is a little bit difficult to deal with. I mean, it seems that prima facie it looks like a really simple, faction, really strong, unbeatable spears, etc. But really and truly, I mean, what are they doing? They're just holding off here, and they're not even providing support in the center where it's, the assault is heaviest. Or they could have held here with this arrow tower and given a lot of support of missiles. But in this case, they did set fire to these brimstone pits, means a lot of these units are going to die running through. But now chosen swordsmen coming in. Kala and chosen swordsmen are getting peppered with fire arrows for some reason. Again, fire arrows not the best way to use arrows, but this is good. This crossfire is good, and that's going to do some damage, limited but some damage. But yeah, I mean, there are 7 units of missiles up here just firing to this flank. These Galacantes only got 1 kill. Now these Torque swordsmen have to charge in, but even if they charge in, they're going to be fighting against strong units. They actually pull back instantly because they're about to get peppered in the rear, and yeah, they're dying really fast. They're pulling general retreat on that side. In the center, there's another general retreat. It honestly doesn't look that good. The balance bar was wonky from the start. I'm not sure why or how. I think one of the armies didn't bring that much. It doesn't seem as if Massila brought that many troops. And balance bar is based on the collective melee defense, melee attack of units. So if you don't have that many, obviously it will go down. Cretan archers, for some reason. Okay, these Cretan archers getting a lot of kills over here. Well, these ones didn't, but they decided to charge in, and they still had ammunition. So I'm not sure about that. These hoplites and pikemen should be able to hold there, but the center is indeed broken, and Arveni is charging in. 4 minutes left to the battle timer. These archers should be getting yeah, exactly. These Syrian hoplites over there getting absolutely skirmished down. And yeah, I think this needs to be balanced a bit, the challenge, making it 3 missiles rather than 4, because 4 missiles, again, for both sides, it's just a little bit overpowered, because units are so much more lightly armored. But still, fantastic attempt from the attackers here. Just these units are getting absolutely gone. They did have Hippeos Lancers. Oh, they're using them in the wrong time though. I mean, they did charge them Galatian swords, but that's not the time you need to use them. You need to use them over there, or charging through here. So they did have a Hippeos Lancer unit. The center is being capped over there. Hippeos Lancer unit over there is getting absolutely. I mean, it's pushing through. It's trying to push through. It's not gonna manage. It did get a really good charge, 75 kills or so, but it's dying like crazy. It's non-stop charging actually, which is again a little glitch, but in this case, I mean, they're dead. He did get 100 kills with that charge, but again, Hippeos Lancer properly used could have done so much more. Noble cavalry, very heavy melee cavalry charging into the rear of that. These guys are down to 141 kills. Pushing through was not cool there. I don't know. Oh wow, Sparta breaking the rules desperately here. Oh, I did not know this. I was told 20-minute challenge win. That was what the thing was called. Ptolemy, they had shock cavalry. What were they thinking? Genuinely, what were they thinking? Sparta having so much pikemen, just charging in, and this is the capture point, no? I believe that is the capture point, not here. Yeah, why is Sparta defending here? They need to be defending down here. They're pulling back all of their troops. They have so many left. Yeah, Sparta is the only one left, but it seems to invested everything into pikemen, which is ridiculous, honestly, because they do have some incredible units. Pikemen are, I mean, they're gonna get a few decent kills, but frankly speaking, there's too many archers for that to count. The capture point has been taken, and the defense was not the most optimal of defenses, let's put it this way. I'll try to organize a proper scrim later on today or tomorrow, with between three good players on each side, and try to actually have this done properly and fairly. But oof, yeah, no. The Spartan player kind of really memed a little too hard. The Egyptian player did play okay, but again, his cavalry should have been used earlier. So the same with the Massilian player. You know, Hippias Lancers are fantastic unit, but they need to be used properly. Capture point has been taken, and it's 2.5 minutes mark, and that's it over here. I mean, over here, these pikemen are no, everything's breaking, losing combats, everything's dying. Okay, I think that's army losses actually for the defense, and it's GG. Where is the last unit? Okay, there are still units back here. Cretan archers. There's a unit actually routing back there. There's another gate back here. This is what no, there isn't. There is a map where this actually is a gate, and it's actually fun to go in. I think it's on this settlement, but on small size. So in small size, this is an actual gate. Don't know why they remove it later on, but because that's actually a really good place for a gate, and you know, on small size, this is the wall basically over there, and it does make a difference. Okay, they're recapturing this. Oof. Okay, the Ptolemaic calf charge again, noble horse, but that's not gonna go well. They broke through the pikes over there, and I don't know what Sparta is doing. It's just pulling. I think these units could have held for a long time, and they could have held for an additional 5 minutes, generally speaking, if they tried to hold here instead of up there. But again, the attack has just so many units left. They barely took any damage. This was an absolute massacre. And replay, congratulations on the attack. It was Craig, Grease, and Archangel, 3 absolutely amazing players. And they were fighting RPB, TomTom, and Davodus HD. Davodus and RPB are doing really well. RPB is actually a really good player. He's been improving a lot recently, but again, they went for elite armies and they didn't plan correctly. Like, they were facing 2,600, which is a full roster pretty much. I mean, Egypt did bring a decent amount of units, but TomTom didn't have the right support. I mean, 3 pikemen, come on, and 3 citizen cav did nothing. I would have changed this army a lot. This guy, yeah, Greece. I mean, looking at the attacks, Arveni just massacred its way through. It did lose a couple of Celtic warriors, but that's absolutely fine. Gallic warriors also lost here, Libyan hoplites, which broke through the walls, but then the remainder just made it through. An Archangel, having I mean, so many Galatian swords, just absolutely brutal, and then his missiles just doing the rest. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you for Grease, Craig, and Archangel for sending this in. If you guys want to send in your own challenge maps, remember 20 minutes, medium funds, medium city, and yeah, I think those are the rules. 114 rules. Okay. Don't forget the Warhammer giveaway. It's in the description box below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and guys, have a lovely day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.